Hello my beauties! Today I thought I would bake some ginger biscuits from the Ruby Tandoh Crumb book. It's an incredible book for a start. Oh, look at that, I spilt butter all over it. Do not look at how well used this book is. But so these cookies, I don't think there's a picture actually. She says biscuits, but they are, I bake them a lot at Christmas time. They've got this really nice kind of warmth and spice to them. She did also publish this as an article in The Guardian, so I'll link that down below. And in the article, I think she had an option to do different spices, which actually she says down here as well, like things like cinnamon, ground cloves. I think she also added fennel, and I have tried it and it's good, but I much prefer the ginger biscuits. I'm going to make half the amount today, and if you want to bake along, I will link the recipe down below. And you will need flour, unsalted butter, ground ginger, bicarb, sugar, caster or granulated, an egg and some black treacle. So these are super good. I would highly recommend them, and they're a nice, quick, easy bake. So let's get baking. I should note that I've actually made this cookie recipe in a food processor before and it went very well, so just in case you don't have a mixer, or I think you can also do this by hand, to be honest. So first out, I'm weighing the butter, adding the flour, and then mix it together until it resembles kind of breadcrumbs, so no large flakes of butter are left. If you can see here, it looks kind of pebbly almost, so that kind of texture. And then I'm sprinkling in the bicarbonate of soda and adding some caster sugar, and I think you can also use light brown sugar. I think I've done that before. And then adding in the ginger, followed by a bit more ginger, and a bit more ginger. I mean, you can't really go wrong with lots and lots of ginger with ginger cookies. And then a bit of salt, and I'm just mixing that together so it's kind of all the dry ingredients are properly incorporated. Next up, it's time for the treacle, which is so hard to get out of the tin, so I keep my cookie scoop in some just boiled water in a cup, which makes it a lot easier to kind of slide out of there. And then I'm doing half a beaten egg. You're actually meant to beat the treacle and egg together, but too much faff for me, so I add it all in one go. Mix that together until it's all nicely combined, and then it's time to just scoop out the cookies. So I'm using the same scoop that I used to get the treacle out of the tin, so waste not, want not, and all of that, and plus less washing up. So the first ones might have a bit of extra treacle, but that's no bad thing. So for this recipe I got 12 cookies, and like I said, I did half the amount, and then it goes into the oven for about 15 minutes, and my oven is a fan oven, and that was 160 degrees. She did say that you can, well, ideally rest them in the fridge, so as you can see mine have spread quite a bit, but I quite like that, if I'm honest, so I always skip the fridge resting stage, and I give them a few minutes on the tray to cool down, and then I add them to a cooling rack with my hands, no fancy spatulas here, and then eat. I'm straight in there, as always. I hope you enjoy this, and hopefully see you next week.